Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and for today I want to talk to you guys about one of the best features that we got in this update, because believe it or not, the Black Order getting their uniforms, sure, it transforms them from top to bottom, and it is a fantastic rework or improvement, if you will, for these characters, taking them from the bottom of the game, from being extremely expensive but not very useful, to being absolutely broken beyond belief. Every single one of them is good for something, and you gotta love it, you gotta respect it when you invest a lot of resources or a lot of time or money into a character and they just turn out to be incredibly useful. There's nothing more satisfying in this game than that, to me, right? Knowing that I didn't waste my resources. And I feel like that's exactly what you're gonna feel when you invest in these characters. However, I said when you invest, right? Some of you guys, you may be new to the game, you may be free to play, so you're looking at this update and you're like, man, only the whales, the Omegalodons, or the veterans who've been playing this game for so long, who already have these characters built up, or has the money to spend or the crystals to spend by getting these characters for what looks like an insane price. By the way, I wouldn't buy this, just so you know, and I spend money on the game. I would just farm up the black antimatter and build them slowly over time. But looking at this, you might say, man, this update is only for veterans or whales. There's nothing here for me. So let's talk about it, man, because they brought in an amazing new feature that will help new players and mid-game players. Veterans cannot use this feature at all. Like on my main account, I cannot use this. As much as I possibly would have wanted to, right? I can't use it. So this is just for you new players. This is just for you guys who are in the mid game who don't have certain characters already built up. So as much as you guys who are free to play or low spenders may think that the Future Fight team has completely forsaken you, right? They've completely forgotten that you exist. That is actually not true. And they're taking steps to prove that. So I want to talk about this thing right here, the guided quests. This thing only takes effect if you have these particular characters on your account and they are not tier 2. And this is very, very important. If you have these characters already at tier 2, you will never see this thing, ever, which means you are losing out on a 50% discount at the very least, right? For all of these characters. And you have some top tier uniforms in here. Right? This is just for you new players. This is a brand new account that I just made a few moments ago just to show you guys. The Future Fight team actually loves and appreciates some of you guys. Believe it. I'm telling you, right? I'm telling you. We've been asking for them to give out more crystals or put more ways in the game for you to earn crystals. They haven't done that yet. That's one thing that they're lacking on. However, they've actually brought this thing in that gives you a 50% discount on all of the uniforms here for these characters. Well, not all of them, their best ones, or some of their best ones, some of the meta ones, some of the ones that are relevant, and I want to point that out to you. And also, you can tier 2 these characters completely for free. So you have the option to 10 characters, 8 or 9 of them that are actually top tier in the game, and you can buy their uniforms permanently for 50% off. Now, previously, I was on this page right here, and if you notice, this uniform is costing 700 crystals. This is a one-time thing that applies to every uniform in the game. This existed before. However, you could only take advantage of it one time. They've made it so that now, effectively, you can buy 11 uniforms 50% off. This is pretty awesome. This will set you up nicely as a new player. On my new account that I farm daily, I've basically earned over 8,000 crystals already in just over a month, which means in over a month of playing, you can do the same, and you can actually complete this guided quest 10 times and get 10 uniforms, and before you know it, you're clapping world bosses left, right, and center and working your way up to world boss legend. start doing this thing right now. It is so good, so much value here. And the Future Fight team, I gotta commend these guys. I absolutely have to commend these guys, because this is not something I thought I would see, right? They didn't have to go this far, but I'm happy they did, and it shows me that they really care about the new players coming into the game. If I was a new player and I saw this, man, I would be very, very excited. But again, if you're a new player, you actually don't know the value that you're getting here. So that's why I'm making this video, to let you know this is extreme value, extreme value. And this only takes effect if you do not have the characters at tier 2. So this is specifically for new players or progressing players, people who are very, very new to the game. So ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about it, okay? Let's talk about what you can do here. First and foremost, okay, do not tier 2 these characters before you buy their uniforms, because I believe after you tier 2 them, they get eliminated from this page and you will not be able to purchase their uniform for 50% off after that, okay? You can buy their uniforms right away. As soon as you come here, you're actually able to purchase their uniform. So you don't have to tier 2 them, even if they're at 1 star. I have tested this on my other account, okay? I was able to buy the uniform for Iron Fist for 50% off, even though he was at 3 stars. So you don't have to wait until you get him to tier 2. And ideally, I would not suggest doing so, because I believe once they get to tier 2, they're eliminated from this list, okay? Just keep that in mind. I'll give you my opinion on the top uniforms here. However, they actually do a really good job of actually recommending the characters that you should focus on. So in addition to giving you like some of the best uniforms in the game and giving you a tier 2 character, 10 of them actually, for free, right? Because it says right here, you can complete this thing 10 times. They're actually recommending the ones you should choose, and the ones they're recommending are actually really good. Now they're leaving out a few that I think are really good as well, so I do want to just give you my list in order of how I would purchase it, okay? On my free-to-play account, I actually picked up Iron Fist as my first one. However, that is only because I already had Ghost Rider's uniform and I had him at tier 3, so I was playing with him already. But if I am a brand new player and I am presented with the option of getting 10 uniforms from here at 50% off, these are the ones I would choose, all right? The first one would be Ghost Rider. The reason why I'm choosing Ghost Rider is because his damage is insanely high. He can do World Boss, he can do ABX, and if you're a new player, you're gonna be struggling in normal Alliance battle, and Ghost Rider will help you there, okay? Ghost Rider is very slow, he doesn't heal, and he can die very easily, but he's a very, very strong character, and once you learn how to play him, and once you progress, he will give you insane value, okay? The next character I would recommend, to me, Iron Fist is the next best thing. Iron Fist is just really, really tanky because he can heal, and once his HP drops below 50%, he just becomes invincible, and that is gonna help you a lot if you are a new player. Right, just having the ability to heal and just basically knowing that your character cannot be one-shotted as a new player, this is very, very helpful, right? So I'm gonna recommend that you pick up Iron Fist as your next character. The next one I would recommend is actually Vision. Vision in this uniform right here is absolutely a monster. He has everything you need. DPS, survivability, it is all there. So I would highly recommend that you pick this thing up for Vision, okay? By the way, in the order that I'm recommending the uniforms, that's the same order that you do the guided quests. Next up, I would highly recommend that you work on Thor. Thor is a character that they give you for free. They give you him at 6 stars. However, you should still do this. You should still pick up his uniform here. Maybe you don't want to tier 2 him here because you can get another character for free at tier 2, but at the very least come in here and buy his uniform for 50% off. This is the best uniform Thor currently has available. I do not know if when the characters get newer uniforms than the one that are here, or the ones that are here I should say, English, right? I do not know if they will then come back and update this. right? I feel as though the ones that are listed here right now are the only ones they will make available through the 50% discount, but it is still leaps and bounds way better than anything else Thor currently has in the game. All right, just keep that in mind. Next up is the one that they don't recommend for some reason. I don't know why they didn't recommend Thor. Honestly, I think Thor should be one of the recommended ones. And also Black Bolt. Black Bolt is really, really good. He's a very strong character, very safe. He has a good leadership, right? So highly recommend that you work on Black Bolt. The next one is one of the recommended, Venom. Venom is really good. This is also one that I bought at 40% off on my free-to-play account. So I wish I could have saved a little bit more and got it from the guided quest, but it didn't exist at the time. For you guys, take advantage of this. Get this uniform for Venom for 50% off. Venom is really good for World Boss, ABX, and also as a striker. All right. Next one I would say you should get is actually Loki. Loki is really, really good. And he's fun to play. As a new player, you're gonna have a lot of fun with this uniform. Loki might get something from his Disney Plus TV show, but again, I don't know if when he does get something else, if it's going to update on this page. Either way, this is way better than anything else Loki currently has in the game. All right, so just keep that in mind. Next one I would highly recommend is Daredevil. Now, the reason why I put Daredevil down below Loki is because Marvel Future Fight is primarily, in my opinion, a PvE game. And Daredevil in this uniform is a PvP character, right? So, as a new player, what you need most is to be able to clear PvE content so you can get more resources. But sure, you do need to win some timeline battle fights to get some crystals, so that's why I'm sprinkling some PvP characters in here. Daredevil, really, really good option. Hulk, very, very good option for PvP as well. You can use him in PvE. I would highly recommend that you go with this guy right here, Dr. Octopus, and pick up this uniform. You'll get some value out of him for PvE. You're not going to get much out of him for PvP. So just keep that in mind. I think Doc Ock is definitely one to work on. Some of you guys, you're Spider-Man fans, you come here and you see Spider-Man, and they put, in my opinion, his most popular uniform from Infinity War here, but it's not very good, in my opinion. I don't know why they didn't put his newest uniform in here, but again, I think they just went for the most popular one because he's one of the only characters here that have an older uniform, right? This is Miles' newest uniform. Actually, this is not Ant-Man's newest uniform, is it? This is the one from Infinity War. I believe so. Yeah, so some of these uniforms are old. Some of you guys might want to pick up Ronin, but again, you should pick up the uniforms for characters who have their tier 3 or can be awakened. I think that is the smart thing to do, right? So when you select these characters, you're going to see this page right here. If you don't have the character, you will instantly unlock them. So that's good. And then it will take you to this page right here. And then the uniform can instantly be purchased for 50% off. Instantly. You do not need to wait to actually purchase the uniform. Now, after this point, you are then able to check out all the goodies that they're going to give you. They will allow you to play specific story missions and do other challenges in the game that you would do as a part of your dailies, and then they will reward you for that. So basically you lose nothing from doing this. Even if you don't want to buy the uniform for the characters, or if you already bought the uniforms for the character, you get a bunch of free stuff. I believe from doing all of these missions, you get about 80 million gold. Listen to me. If you're free to play, 80 million gold is nothing to laugh at. That's enough to build an entire tier 2 native character, right? They give you over 80 million gold if you do these things 10 times. And the missions are very easy, like clear dispatch one time, clear world boss one time, right? It's so easy. It's mind-numbingly easy. You could do this whole thing in like maybe 2 days or something. Actually, you might be able to do the whole thing in one day if you space it out and actually like follow. Yeah, you can do all of this in one day, bro. You literally can do all of this in one day. I don't see anything here that is, yeah. This is essentially a free heroic quest for Ghost Rider. This is so much value. They're literally giving you everything you need to master the character after you get him, giving you gold to rank him up. They're giving you comic cards, because I guess if you're doing this, you're a new player, like I said, right? So they're giving you comic cards to work on your card set. They're giving you gear up kits and dimension debris. They're also giving you XP chips to level up your characters. This is so good. This is absolutely fantastic, boys. So you want to make the most out of it. Okay, you want to make the most out of it. I'm not going to keep you guys for much longer. I just wanted to highlight this for any of you guys who think this update is just for whales, it's just for people who spend money, it's just for the veterans. It's not. There are features that they put in here that only you can benefit from if you were a new player or